to please God, it must be by faith.
Okay.
And that is through Jesus Christ. Now we have the general purpose for man, and we have the specific.
Great. I actually wanted you to talk about that, because I was thinking that if you didn't talk about that, I will make that the next question. But I'm glad that you are already talking about it now. You can continue, sir.
Okay, man.
Yes.
Now, the general purpose, I will say, okay, someone can say, okay, God created man to have dominion on earth.
Okay.
We can say, okay, for example, in Micah 6 verse 8, the Bible says that he has shown you, O man, what is required of you, that you may walk humbly with your God, do justly, love mercy. He has shown you, O man, that is all men. He said he wants us to walk humbly before him and love righteousness. You know, also in the New Testament in the Bible says that Jesus called some that they may be with him. Now, like, purpose, generally, we can say, okay, why are we Christians? Okay, God wants us to be with him after the fall of man. He wants us to be with him. He wants to make us family once again. All those are general.
Okay.
Having dominion on earth, walking in righteousness before God. Can you hear me, ma?
Yes, we are following, sir. We are following.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Walking in righteousness before God and having dominion, being part of his family. All those ones are general purpose.
Okay.
But now, talking about the specific. For example, he told Jeremiah, before I formed you in your womb, I knew thee. And before you were born, I called you out as a prophet. Also, concerning Jesus said when he entered the temple, he said, and the Spirit of the Lord is upon me. When they gave him the book of Isaiah the prophet, he said, the Spirit of the Lord is upon me. For he has anointed me to bring good tidings to the afflicted, to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives. Now, he was telling us his specific assignment on earth.
Yes.
His specific assignment on earth. Now, if anyone must discover his also, the Bible said that God will lead us by his Spirit in us.
Okay.
Now, okay, let me quickly say this. Just as we have the ground, the earth, has mineral resources in it.
Okay.
Mineral resources in places. Also, men, human beings, in different places, we have different, I'll call them God deposits.
Okay. God deposits.
Man was made from earth.
Okay.
Man was made from earth. And just as earth has deposits in it, man also has deposits in him. But then, you don't find gold just on the surface. You need to dig. You need to dig deep. Also, for us to bring out that deposit in man, it must be dug out.
Okay.
Don't just use that as an example for man. It must be dug out. And how do we dig this thing out? This gift and this purpose. The Bible says that God has given us, we've not received the spirit of the world, but the spirit which is from God.
From God.
That we may know the things that are really given unto us.
Okay.
Now, and the spirit searcheth all things, even the deep things of God. He didn't say surface things of God.
Yeah.
He didn't say surface. He said the deep things of God. It means you don't just it means it's not the general. It's not okay, God wants us to come to church, God wants us to be a blessing to the people. No, those ones are general. But the person tailored purpose, it needs to be dug out.
Yeah. So you are telling my listeners out there now that everyone has something deposited in them, and they need God to help them to dig it out, to make them aware of it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sir. Okay, so what if after, let's assume in the process of being a child of God or wherever I am, I discover my purpose either by speculation or by revelation. What's next after I discover? Is it that once I discover it and I say, wow, I've gotten my purpose and I just remain there? What's next after discovering one's purpose?
Okay, what's next after discovering it?
Yes.
The first thing is preparation. The major thing is preparation.
Okay.
Preparation.
Okay.
And it goes like this: preparation and launching out. Preparation and launching out. But then, how do you prepare? It's the preparatory phase that is very tedious. For example, one might need to submit as an apprentice to a mentor.
Yeah.
Because there are two ways to get wisdom. Either through mentors or through mistakes. It's either you launch out on your own, then start looking for, how do I go about this? I always tell people, why you have others ahead of you so that your journey can be shorter. If someone doesn't have things to look forward to or to serve as a guide, then there are high possibilities of mistakes. So get mentor, get books, enroll as an apprentice, gain conviction. Because, people say dead men rule the world. And that's true. Because, among other things, it takes conviction to create passion, courage, and even to die to what others are saying.
Yeah.
You see that? It takes conviction. True. It takes conviction to die to what people are saying.
Okay.
In order to pursue whatever is in your heart to do, you need conviction. Because there are people that will come to tell you that what you are doing is nonsense.
That's
there are
true.
people, even you will tell yourself that, are you sure you know what you are doing?
Yeah.
At some point in time, gets to that point that you feel, what's all this?
Who sent me?
Because
Talonga Michelle, who sent me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you can continue.
Okay, I think the network was disturbing me then.
Okay, you can continue, sir.
Okay. So, but the major way to get conviction is by the inner witness of the Spirit. Sometimes when you are down, the Bible says, but the Spirit bears witness with our spirit. So you need that inner conviction to keep going, no matter what. You need that inner conviction to keep going.
Okay.
That's just his preparation.
Preparation. You said it's preparation. You need to get mentor. You need to read books.
Yes,
you need to gain conviction, because it's your conviction that will determine how far you will go. Okay, I will love my listeners to really pay attention to that. Okay, quickly, in the next 2 minutes, I want you to help us talk about the mentorship part of it. How do we get mentors? Is it that you just wake up one day and just go and get somebody? Does the person have to be someone you know? Please, let's talk about the mentorship part of it. I really need you to explain it in the next 2 minutes. Let's say 2 minutes max.
Okay, ma. Concerning mentorship, first, I'll say whichever mentorship anyone would submit to, it must be a mentorship that encourages discipline. Second, the person must choose. Okay, now God can choose mentors for you, and you also can, by the leading of the Spirit of God.
Yeah.
Now, any mentor, you shouldn't be in fashion designing and be getting a mentor in catering. They are not.
Oh my God.
They are not.
Yeah.
They are not compatible. I would say to get mentors in that field which you've chosen, you find someone that you celebrate that person's results, that person's way of life, depending on what your career or what your purpose is. Then that person can guide you into what you would want to be. That person can lead you. First, discipline. Second, the field which you've chosen.
Okay.
And for the person which you can submit to and can be accountable to. is very necessary. Accountability is necessary.
Wow, very good.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so my listeners, my guest just spoke about mentorship. He's saying that you should choose mentor that encourages discipline, because in life, to achieve your purpose in life, you really need to be disciplined, because discipline is a whole lot. And you choose mentors based on the field. For example, like the example my guest gave, he says you shouldn't be in fashion designing field and you are getting a mentor from catering. The first thing is, who really does that? But I know that there are people like that, so please don't let this be you. And also look for a mentor that you can submit to and can be accountable to. And you also emphasize the fact that God can choose a mentor for you and you can be the one to choose a mentor. Now, the part of God choosing a mentor for you, is that the person will just show up and just tell you, I'm here to sponsor, to mentor you, or how does that really go? Have you had that situation before whereby God leads you to mentor someone as a purpose leader?
Oh, yes, that's true. Depending on the assignment, God can choose specifically for you.
Okay.
God can choose specifically for you. And, okay, for example, God can choose someone for you whom you even feel you are better than in some ways. God can choose someone for you to coach you. Now, depending on the kind of assignment, you will just place that as in. It can be there can be different mentors at different stages of life.
Okay.
That mentor at that point in time can be to just knock out some things in your own life. Probably you're someone that is arrogant, or God can place somebody that that you are better than as your boss or as your leader, and you will need to submit. So you can have mentors at different stages of life, and also for different areas of life. For different areas of life, yes, you can. You can have a mentor in finance, for example. You can have a mentor in touching relationship matters.
That's true.
But then there should always be this person that can call one to accountability. There should also always be this person. And I want to add that in the phase of preparation, as you practice here and there, learn to celebrate your little wins.
Okay.
Archive your testimonies. There are days where you will feel down or as though nothing is working. But you need to open that book of testimonies where people have said, "Oh, I got blessed by this. This really helped me. This was what I needed at this point in time." So let's celebrate your wins and archive your testimonies.
Okay. Yeah, listeners, please let's pay attention. My guest mentioned something that really made me laugh. He was saying that God can bring a mentor that we just deal with you, just knock out some of your attitude that are not really good, especially when you are somebody that you are this arrogant kind of person. But anyway, God actually brings people to us to train us and make us get better. Okay, so lastly, I want you to share your experience in this area of purpose leadership. In this area of leadership, I would love you to share your experience, sir.
Okay, ma. Thank you so much, ma.
Yes, sir.
First, my passion has always been to help people. I always love to help people. And I also love to teach.
Okay.
And even if I don't know a particular subject, I could go and research on it and come back to teach the person, because I had passion to teach, to help people, and just see people better in whatever they are doing. So, and one way I do that also, I write.
Okay.
I write. There was even a time I wrote a foolscap sheet for one of my friends in secondary school. She had to take it all around and to show my teachers and because she was so happy about